All right, all right, all right. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Man, what a day. What an awesome day. Man, an awesome day today. Man, it seems like the weather's trying to bake. We'll see if it will or not. Hey, it's all in his plan. Hey, we ain't gonna hold you long today. We're just gonna be brief, trying to encourage you for the week. Man, before I get started, man, I just want to say, saw one of my friends, Denise, today. Man, I'm glad that she was able to come over. I looked around and there she was, and she came see me, and she said I had to come get some of this word today. It really done me some good. And that's what it's all about, folks. We're in the blessing business, trying to help somebody keep our mind strong out here, because that's where the demon is working at. He want to work on our mind. And if we don't have nothing in our mind, have him in our mind, we can't fight him by ourselves out here. Strong and big as I am, and I've been in this thing for a long time, I still got to sit down and meditate and get into that word. Because things hit you on the side when you ain't looking. And that's how he operate. He always coming some different thing. He don't come to everybody the same way. But keep in mind, he knows you. Yeah, he knows the thing that the things or thing that can trip you up and things like that. Oh yeah. So you got to stay with that word up there. Hey, like I said, it was good to see you. She said she was coming back, so man, I didn't know she was coming, but hey, it's a beautiful thing, and hopefully, what she heard today, you can keep it in your mind, because there's so much out here, folks. Folks, we gonna hold you long. The thing I'm gonna hit us on today is black people. I know this is like it, and I see this on social media a lot. And I hear this a lot. I used to hear this in person. And it talks about how people are not the same on Facebook or Twitter are they in real life. I had someone to hit me like that about 3 years ago. Well, Facebook is kind of fake. It's not real. Let me tell you something, folks. You can portray a certain way to do things like that. Eventually, it'll catch up with you. And we'll catch up with you. And especially the people that know you on an everyday basis, or they see you or whatnot. But the sad part is, a lot of people use social media, and there's a lot of dating sites and things like that, to meet folk. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You just have to be careful, because, like I said, times have changed. People ain't been raised up with him. There's not a lot of honest folks out here no more. Folks are after things, after situations, for financial gain. Or they may have a demon inside their mind and they get hooked up with you. And next thing you know, we find you somewhere 2 or 3 weeks later. Yeah. So you have to be careful what you're doing on here. But I see this a lot. People talking about, folks are not who they are, on social media. They're different people. And it's almost, I guess you would say, like acting in a movie, a sitcom, a soap opera program or whatnot. Those are not the real people. Those are actors. But we, as people that's on social media, and we're claiming to be a certain situation, a certain person, and a certain organization, we represent somebody. Now, I was told coming up that me and my brothers, we represent mom and dad. That's what we represent, first of all. And y'all ain't finna get out there and embarrass us out there. That got our attention. The next thing who we represent is this man up here. Oh, yeah. And not only that, you have your heritage, your aunties, your uncles, your granddad, and your grandma. You had those folks that you representing, because they done worked hard. They done taught you some things they should have down here on this lower level coming up. How to make your bed up, how to brush your teeth and comb your hair, tie your shoes, keep your clothes clean, fold them up. If things are dirty, you put them over here. That's teaching. Training you up, getting you ready for society. Now, if you are on a social media platform, on a dating site or whatnot, and the sad thing is, And I see why some of these people say that, because what has happened, some of these people have got with some of these people, whether it's a male or female, and whether it's a month or two, might even take that long, 6 months, a year, and they come to find out, man, this ain't the same person that's on social media. This is a whole different person right here. What's going on? Then you see these titles on here. I'm that girl. And I dealt with that before. And it's like, you selling yourself, but when the people do find you out, something ain't right. Some ain't right somewhere. And we all gonna come short of something. But what we're portraying out here, can we hold it up in the 3D real life out here? And folks, social media may be our downfall. It may be our hindrance. Barry White had a song out here. You got to practice what you're preaching out here. We can't go. I deal with you see this a lot. I had to deal with the women, and it boggles my mind sometimes, because I was told to think with this mind, this brain. My daddy told me, you got a brain. You got to think with this. He said we're higher learning than the animals and things. We're able to talk and speak, and we can do sign language. We can do things. And there are some animals that can do that when they're taught by a human. He said, well, you got to use this. You got to analyze things. You got to see things and pick things out with your brain. So on visual, we're seeing people, I say women, portraying a certain way. First of all, folks will go, look, baby, we'll use a dating site. We don't even use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, because folks are using that as dating sites as well. Hello. And there's nothing wrong with that. You want to meet somebody? It's social media. Hey, how you doing? But so in your title, are you married, single, divorced, whatever? That's the first thing. That's the next thing. Then how we presenting ourselves. And then most of the time, if there's an age on there, so I'm looking. Again, we're looking on here. And we're trying to figure out, okay, who is this person? Who is this female? What am I dealing with right here? And keep in mind, this is just coming off social media. You ain't met in real life. Folks, and then when you start looking at the pictures or look at a video, oh, okay, it might be an eye catcher. Okay. We've got to watch how we present ourselves, because you don't know where the frame of mind of some men are, or males are out here. So when they see stuff like this, and then, okay, this person here, they have children, they don't have children, this female here, next thing you know, okay, are they in a relationship? Okay, what they trying to do with their life? What's going on here? What's happening? And then all of a sudden, it tells you so much, or maybe it's a video out there about her, and then all of a sudden, it's on the messenger. You go in, call, text, whatever, get in contact with the people, and all of a sudden, now you might go out or whatnot. And again, it's very skeptical of how you operate that, because there's so much going on out here. Then all of a sudden, man, if you've been trained well, and some guys have and some guys haven't, and it goes down with the women as well. A guy might portray himself doing this and doing that, being this, being that, and all of a sudden you get in the presence, and then you got to watch. This is why I say, trust him. Like Sam Smith used to say, trust him and check everything else. What is this everything else? Mama, daddy, sister, brother. Some of these folks, your family members, your so-called friends, and I see this a lot in the black community, and it's there in the white community too. Once you running in cliques and groups of women, I don't see many guys running like that. That's why I have to talk about the women. I don't see a bunch of guys running in groups. I don't see that. Let me say this again. I don't see a bunch of guys running in groups. But I do see a lot of our black women running in groups. Yeah, maybe it's one or two friends. And all of a sudden, somebody, a male, he comes and talk to you and everything, and then you excited, maybe excited with her, and you're gonna tell one of your friends, so-called friends. You think they're your friends. You tell your family members, your mom or dad or something, and all of a sudden, they throw you a look. They throw you a curve. Well, girl, I don't know if I'll fool that. I don't know. I heard some things about this person. I don't know. You know how it can be out here. And then they start putting some negativity in your mind. Hello. What is the base of this? Is it to promote you to greatness, or to make you be aware of what's going on, or is it to bring you down, keep you where you are, not to bounce you up? Because, I mean, the truth to be told, I say black women, I want to be in a group of women. Every time I'm out somewhere, I'm in with a group of women. I don't have my man with me. Not no one man. And I ain't talking about a man here this week and a man here next week, another guy next month, and another guy in 6 months. There's something wrong with that. Yes, there's something wrong with that. That's no stability. There's something wrong. Especially we're at a certain age. Yeah. Approaching our 30s, late 30s, early 40s, we shouldn't be operating like that. And if you're operating like that, there's some fear somewhere, or there's a demon back here. There's a different agenda. And keep in mind, folks, there's some folks that have been taught out here. And the competition, yes, competition is heavy out here. And I'm seeing it every single day. And I'm saying this because I've had people hit me on this, men and women. I've had more men hit me on, black men hit me on, man, why you can't hardly get a date with some of these women. They got their friends and the dogs or their animals, man. They got to go treat the animal like a human. Then let me check with my girlfriends and see what's going on over here. Come on, folks, what are we doing out here? What's going to happen? You're going to look around, you're going to be looking around here, you're going to be 50-something years old, if you make it, pushing 60, and out here with nobody. Now, the last time I checked my menu book, that wasn't a part of his plan. And pray tell, especially if you have children out here already, how they get here? What's going on here? What we doing? This is where fear come in at. We're scared to press this. If some of us done been here, I done been there before. He said it's right. I ain't caring what the demon talking about. But you got to have somebody thinking and on the same page as you, like my brother said. He said, you got to have a tag team partner out here. Because when it gets tough for one person doing it, or the man he's taking lead, he's supposed to take lead. He tag his tag team partner, his woman. She's supposed to have his back. She ain't supposed to have a knife at his back and a machete at his throat. Hello? That ain't going to last long. Some of you, and then some folks with a good relationship, woman out there's pressing it, and all of a sudden, man, he looks over on the other side, sees somebody else's figure looking a little bit, more hourglassly. Then all of a sudden, there he is floating over there and not taking care at home. That's what the demon does to you. That's what social media can do to you if you own this thing too much and you're not respecting it and ain't treating it right. Next thing you know, you're in another outside relationship. Then you're coming back home, bringing that garbage at home. And man, some folk can smell that on you. And it's nasty. So who are we, folks? Are we perpetrating out here? How far can we keep the act up and keep it going if it's not real? Yeah. Because when folks get with you, they're going to find out, oh, man, I thought, man, come on, man. Then you're like, man, it ain't. And then pray tell, you done got excited and told somebody, man, I met me somebody over here. Yeah, well, how is it? Well, he okay, and I don't know, if something ain't right or something, something about a woman. Man, what is she? Got kids? Well, no, man, she got one child or she got two, man, but it's something ain't right, man. I don't know what it is. Something ain't, I'm trying to line everything up. Compatibility is what we need out here, folks. But the problem is, I've been told this several times, a lot of our women, in their mind somewhere, not ready for relationships, but this sexual body is calling you. And what we do is we claim it, we are somebody. I'm a clean, we'll use this word because the book uses the word. I'm a chaste woman. But come to find out, we're undercover. We're in the shadows. We go out here and do so. We become booty calls. We disappear. Then we come back on the scene. Hey, here I am. Hey, come on, folk. Some people can smell it out. Some people can read body language. Some people can be, man, I'm telling you, folk, when you are trying to hook up, you have to look at everything. You have to look at everything. So the question again, who are we? Are we really perpetrating a false image of somebody who we want people to think we are? And then when folk get with us, we're not who we say we are. So there's a name for that. It's called false advertisement. And then what that do is it hurts your character. And that's a family thing. That's a family thing that you don't go out here and do. You ain't gonna try to mess up my character or my dad's character or mama's character, because I was raised better than that. So we got to, men and women, watch yourself. Because this going out every weekend, going out and get with somebody, doing this with somebody, it's gonna get old one day. And if you're in your late 30s, early 40s, where's your mind thinking at? I'm gonna put me on the line. Yeah, let's put George Claybrook's on the line. Got a girl that's 15. Got another girl that's 13. If I choose to involve myself in a relationship, I've already dealing with that. I'm not losing myself of my lifetime. There was a time I cut it short. Oh yeah, from 2013 to 2017, I wasn't dealing with nobody because I want to get my girls where they are today. Now, they're at this age, I've explained to them what's going on and what's happening. Hey, dad might have a friend, but we're going to keep it real. I ain't got nothing to hide from them. But a lot of women are hiding behind our children, claiming, well, I'm going to do this with them. But this sexual body. Not only that, there's other things that's going on where there's leadership that is needed and you cutting yourself short. Now, I don't know if it's fear or whatever it could be. Somebody said, well, I'm going to take a break from the dating scene. You mean dating full-time people or just going out being a booty call every now and then? I got to call a spade, folks, because we don't think nobody's looking. We don't think nobody's seeing us. And then our actions shows up because folks see that. It's just like men out here playing around, 2 or 3 different women. After a while, that one woman, she gonna fall in love with this guy, and she gonna, you know what? Something ain't right. I can't, something ain't right here. Your intuition will tell you. That's what he put on you. Your conscience, your intuition, your intellect. Everybody ain't slow. Hello. So we're trying to do big boy stuff, grown folk stuff, and we still in our adolescent stage right here. And we're not ready to move yet. We could be, but we got something holding us behind back here. We got something holding us behind. And sometimes it's past relationships. We can't turn it loose and look for your blessing. Hello. Then again, because we listen to some of these friends, and again, I see this around our black women. We're around too many female friends. And when you do meet a man, you're going to have opposition. I don't know, girl. I don't know if I fool with that or not. You know how some men can be, they can be controlling. They can be blah, blah, blah. But now, this woman don't have nobody. She don't have a man nowhere. Can't buy a man. Can't borrow a man. Hello. But she going to tell you about your relationship. Come on, folks. I say this again. That's why Sam Still said, trust in him and check everything else. And that everything else, it falls in line. Family, friends, co-workers. Yeah. Some of these folks don't want to see you do no good. They don't want to see you arise. Even though if you've been hurt in a previous relationship, you got to turn it over to him and keep on moving. You just don't shut your life down or I'm going to go to an alternative lifestyle because I done this for so long, and mistakes happen. But you have a chance through him to make a better chance. Oh, what we used to say is, George, you don't take a chance, you won't have a chance. And that's true, folk. So, folk, this stay, folk. Watch what we're doing out here on this social media. Sometimes we might need to just come completely off of this thing, because if we're portraying stuff that we are not, it's going to confuse somebody, and then your reputation is not going to be good. Your character is not going to be good at all, and that's when it started hurting us as a people. That's when trust issues come in. And that's why I said, I've heard so many men come to me. I've had women to come to me. But there are some men out here ready to do things in a marital setting, trying to, hey man, I'm trying to find somebody to settle down with, man, so we can do this, man. I want to do some traveling on it. And then can't find a woman nowhere. And then keep in mind, late 30s, early 40s, I hear this. I heard this from 6 guys last week. And just in 1 week. Different parts of the city. Different part of the state. Hey, what's wrong with these women? They ain't trying to, what's going on, man? They act like they. I said, man, what? And I told him reverse psychology on this. A guy hit me on this. He said, well, what's happening is some of our black women are doing like some of our black men used to do, are probably still doing. They go out here, get them some little sex over here, and they come on back home. But they're still not complete. You're still missing something. You're missing a key component. Then you feeling bad for what you done because there's a category for that. You know, the booty call is the cute word. But the hoism is what really is going on. What's wrong with getting your own man, black woman? What's wrong with getting your own woman, black man? What's the problem with this right here? Working together. What's the problem with that? He said it in design. He said it in order. Now all of a sudden we can't do that. And then pray tell we can have children out here. And we run around here on this single trip. Well, keep in mind, other nationalities, they in this family setting. They moving on. They passing. And each year we're getting older, black women. I look at our older age women. Women that's in their 60s, 70s, 80s. That's my job. As a black man. When black men that's 60s and 70s older than me, I listen to them. Because they done seen some things that I haven't seen. They done been exposed to some things I haven't been exposed to. So I'd be a fool not to sit down and listen and learn something. And this is where we're in this pandemic stage. We're in this single life, making excuses. The reason why we can't be in a relationship. Something wrong with that. And I just heard so many men tell me this, and it's sad. I'm going to come off here. It's just really sad. I can't erase this from my mind. I have so many men. I'm talking about the older men. He said, son, let me tell you something. You see a beautiful woman out here, whether she have children or not, and she's single for a year and a half or 2 years, 3 years. He said, something wrong with that, bruh. I said, what you mean? He said, something ain't right. I done had so many men tell me that. He said, it's got to be some good men out here for there to be some bad men. Or the same thing. There's got to be some good women out here to be some bad women out here. And yes, it is true. It's good and bad out here. There's some folks that's selfish. There's some folks that's riding with the demon out here. There's some folks riding with him. Some of our women can't find compatibility when they went with him. Can't find a man, can't find a king nowhere. There's a bunch of jokers. Want to play house, but don't want to build a house. We have some women out here like that. Well, I'm not ready for a relationship, but we can do something, Who do that? Again, that puts you in a category. How many times we're going to go out to eat? How many times we're going to go out to different programs? How many times we go, what are we trying to set up here? What are we trying to build here? What are we trying to do? Hello, folks. This is what I'm talking about. So when you start finding out the person, the three-dimensional person, then what's on social media, it is fake. It's not real. But look at the time and the financial means that's being spent when you find this out. Unless somebody come pull your coat or something and say, look here, man, hey, you might want to leave that alone, bro. Look here, I don't want no part of that. But I'm just telling you, bro, I done heard some folk done dealt with that before, man, and you won't leave that alone, man. Now, you grown, you do what you want to do. I'm gonna be my brother's keeper. And I don't want it, and I'm just trying to, hey, look out for you. Hey, I done heard some things about something. Maybe she done change, but I'm just pulling your collar to this thing. It's some men out here like that, and some of my men is narrow-minded. Man, he trying to get with the woman, man, but he done told you he ain't. And he done told her, look, you can do what you want to do, because my dogs ain't in that fight. My dogs ain't in that hunt. Folk, what I'm saying is, be who you say you're gonna be. If we out here perpetrating, drop on off of this social media stuff, folks. I'm gonna put this in here. I got to put this in here. It went through my mind. Some of our women, I don't see many men like this. This is where this psychological come in at. Whatever we go through, we're gonna slip up, we're gonna fall, we're gonna go through some trials. But folks, I'm gonna tell you something. There's nothing wrong with having compassion for somebody, or having some deep feeling for somebody. Or when somebody's going through somebody's house get burned down, and you fighting people. Look here, hey, hey, look here. What you need? You need some clothes, or need some washing powder? What you need me to do? You need transportation? That's nothing wrong with that. That's an event. That's a tragedy to some degree. A death in the family or whatever. Or somebody that's graduating. Hey, what's he trying to do? Or where he trying to go? Or what you gonna need? Clothing? Or what was it? Did you need money? What's going? That's nothing wrong with that. But the problem I'm having is I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I don't want nobody to say, oh, poor baby, this. I don't want that. And a lot of our black women are running around out here wanting somebody to feel sorry for you. We can't have that, folks, because they put you in a different category. That's why we don't waste time to play around with folks. You find you somebody, stick with somebody, see where this man is coming from. If you're a joker, is he a king or not? Look, when you find something good, it's not, you just don't put it on the shelf and say, well, I come back and get it. I come back and get that. Like, I'm not ready. I come back. And man, it's folk out here looking. They at the gate, waiting on the gun to go off, to take off. And they, oh man, that's a king right there. Let me go to, shoot, look, that's what I need right here. Come on, folks. And they grab him by the time, well, let me go over here and check and see if my king's still over here. He gone. Somebody done got him. You playing around. Same thing, black man. Knowing you need a queen. One that presented itself and all of a sudden, well, I ain't ready yet. I'm gonna go. I want to play around. I still want to be a joker out here. You know, I come back and get you. And next thing you come back, a king done grabbed the queen and gone. You know, I thought she gon', bro, it ain't happen like I had black folk. It ain't happening like that. We're missing certain components out here. And when it's presented, we ain't taking advantage of it in the real way. We were looking for somebody to feel sorry for us. We're looking for somebody to have sympathy for. That ain't society's job. Get you with a man, a king, and ride out the sunset. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Don't look for nobody to have no pity for you. Is that a form or a tactic to fall down? Like I said, we all gonna slip up. But don't expect nobody to feel sorry for you. And we reaching out everywhere. Social media, we reaching out all kind of places. That's psychological, folks. I know this. Instead of dealing with something and somebody who can really stabilize you, he send you somebody. You fall on him. You fall on her. Because one day, mama and daddy head gonna get cold, folks. These friends and families ain't gonna be around here, folks. You gotta stand flat foot and be a man or woman. And it shows, I say this again. So many older men have told me, he said, if you see this woman looking nice and fine and she had it by herself, something wrong. You need to look into that. Maybe she ain't found the right one. Maybe. But if you see this thing going on habitually, you need to step back from that, bro. And these are older men that have been through the trials. Folks, stay up out here. I'm trying to encourage somebody. throw these demon tactics down. What you've been taught and what you're going through. These groups. Come out of these groups, folks. It's time to stand flat-footed and trust somebody. See, you can't trust these folk. You got to trust him and check everything else. And every now and then, he'll send you a blessing. Now, we all talking about we want some blessing, but then when he send it to you, how you going to deal with it? Oh, we all some filthy, funky rags. But it's a good thing he done cleaned us up. If you allow the person to clean you up. It's about him. That's what he's in. He's in the cleaning business. Yeah. So we can't put ourselves down. I got this going on. I got a cut right here. I got a snack room over here. I can't stop. No. Give it over to him. Let him fix you up and set you up. Because when he show up, he show out, folks. Hey, stay in there. Have a good rest of the week.